Tennis, Eala Iva Jovic exit ASB Classic Doubles. Eala and her partner Iva Jovic bowed out of the ASB Classic Doubles semifinals after losing to Xu Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian, who advanced to the finals with a 7-5, 6-3 victory Friday. Eala and Jovic showed strong early intent in the opening set, surging to a 4-2 lead before extending their advantage to 5-4. Xu and Yang, however, responded by winning the final 3 games of the set to steal it, 7-5. The Filipino-American pairing regrouped in the second set, once again taking the early initiative with a 2-1 lead and later pulling ahead 3-1. But momentum shifted as Xu and Yang found their rhythm, leveling the score at 3, all before taking control of the closing stages. Xu and Yang closed out the match with a composed 6-3 second set win, ending Eala and Jovic's promising doubles run in Auckland after their first round win against Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina. Eala will now turn her attention back to the singles competition against world number 57 Wang Xinyu as she continues her strong showing at the ASB Classic. Eala and Iva Jovic at the ASB Classic, a tale of youth, grit, and growth. In the sun-dappled courts of the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, a story unfolded in early January 2026 that resonated far beyond the scoreline. It was a narrative threaded with youthful promise, seasoned challenge, electrifying upsets, and the bittersweet lessons sport often delivers. At its heart were 2 young athletes, Eala of the Philippines and Iva Jovic of the United States, whose partnership in the doubles draw captured the imagination of tennis fans and showcased the beautiful unpredictability of the game. Their journey at the WTA 250 event was not just a sequence of matches. It was a chapter in the growth story of 2 rising stars, one that revealed how experience and ambition collide on tennis's global stage. The spark, a stunning opening statement. From the outset, Eala and Jovic were not content with being mere participants. In their very first doubles match, they made a statement that rippled through Auckland and beyond. Drawn against Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina, 2 icons whose names are etched deep in the sport's history, Eala and Jovic faced a narrative that seemed scripted for the veterans. Williams, even in her mid-40s, brings a legacy spanning 7 Grand Slam singles titles and 14 major doubles championships. Svitolina, a former world number 3 and WTA finals champion, is a model of consistency and tactical brilliance. Yet the youth on the other side of the net showed no reverence for resume alone. With energy, poise, and determination, the young duo upset the legend 7-6, 9-7, 6-1, turning heads and proving that on any given day, brilliance can trump experience. The opening set was a thrilling duel, neck and neck, penetrating rallies and nerve-tested tiebreak points, before Eala and Jovic seized the edge. Once they had momentum, they surged through the second set with confident aggression, a mix of sharp volleys and smart baseline play that belied their age and relative lack of big-stage experience. That victory wasn't just a result. It was a proclamation of arrival, a moment when fans, commentators, and the tennis world at large were forced to take notice. Advancing with style and a little fortune. With that explosive start, the Filipino-American pairing advanced to the quarterfinals. There, the tournament draw offered a twist of fortune. Their scheduled opponents, Jessica Malakova and Renata Zarazua, were unable to compete, handing Eala and Jovic a walkover into the semifinals. It was a reminder that luck, too, can play a role in sport, and that sometimes, not having to walk on court can actually help preserve energy for the battles ahead. Yet even without this walkover, their quarterfinal position was well earned. They weren't passengers in the draw. They had played smart, resilient tennis and had every right to take their place among the final 4. Their semifinal date was set against a formidable pair, Xu Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian, the 3rd seeds and proven doubles specialists from China. The semifinal, heart, hustle, and the hard truth. Semifinals in tennis are where dreams and reality often collide. For Eala and Jovic, this match was both a challenge and an opportunity to prove themselves on a bigger stage, but also to test their partnership against seasoned professionals renowned for their doubles expertise. The opening set was tightly contested. Eala and Jovic grabbed an early 5-4 lead, showcasing crisp communication and aggressive returning. Yet the Chinese duo regrouped, finding rhythm and tactics that dismantled the young pair's momentum, stringing together 3 straight games to take the set 7-5. The second set echoed the arc of the first. Our protagonists struck early, racing to a 3-1 lead with glimpses of their earlier form. But once again, Shu and Yang's experience asserted itself. They chipped away, won key points, and eventually ran out the next 5 games to close out the match 6-3, ending Eala and Jovic's doubles campaign. Though the scoreboard told a story of a straight sets defeat, the deeper narrative was richer. The young duo had pushed, they had led at critical junctures, and they had shown resilience against seasoned competitors. Their semifinal exit was not a collapse, it was a stepping stone. Beyond the score, why this run matters. At first glance, a semifinal loss at a WTA 250 event might look modest. But the deeper context tells us why this chapter in Eala and Jovic's careers is significant. 1. Confidence through upsets. Their win over Williams and Svitolina wasn't just an upset, it was a confidence earthquake. They showed that on the tennis court, belief and execution can turn underdogs into spoilers. For players trying to establish themselves, such victories become psychological bedrock for future challenges. 2. A partnership forged in the moment. Doubles is as much about synergy as it is about skill. Eala and Jovic combine complementary strengths, Eala's tenacity and groundstroke variation with Jovic's all-court instincts. Their success, even in a brief collaboration, suggests a partnership with potential to revisit and refine. Tennis history has shown that many great doubles teams needed time to gel. This might be the beginning of something special. 3. Learning from the best. Facing seasoned pros like Shu and Yang offered a live lesson that no practice can replicate. The art of doubles, moving as a unit, poaching at the net, anticipating angles, is often honed through tough matches like this one. Eala and Jovic took those lessons straight into their off-court reflections. 4. Setting the tone for the season. This tournament was more than a standalone event, it was a season launchpad. For Alex Eala especially, success in both singles and doubles in Auckland highlighted her growing confidence and competitive maturity as the tennis world prepares for the Australian Open and bigger competitions ahead. Alex Eala, a rising star carving her path. While the doubles exit was the ending of one story, Eala's singles campaign was just heating up. She had already topped her singles quarterfinal opponent, Magda Linette, with a convincing straight sets victory to reach the